Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah.
That singleness only hits you at night. When you ripping and running throughout the day, when you at work, when whatever extracurricular activities, when you do hobbies, when you at the gym, you don't even care about being single. That's not even on your mind. But when you pull up to the house at night, and you getting that in,
Because, there's hardship. Be careful.
You need to make a vow of faith of $1,000. Oh, Bob, couldn't you say 25? No! You can make $1,000 vow of faith. I'm saying in faith.
Tithe! Give money and you'll get the blessing. If you don't, nothing for you.
Put some anointing on this money. You put some up here. You put... See, that's how I know you still poor, broke, busted, and disgusted, because of how you've been honoring me. I'm not working your McDonald's money. I'm not working your Red Lobster money. Let me kick down the door and talk to my cheap sons and daughters. I don't want to hear no more excuses about what y'all can't afford. You can't afford it because you don't see the value here.
I am once again asked.
that singleness only hits you at night. When you ripping and running throughout the day, when you at work, when whatever extracurricular activities, when you doing hobbies, when you at the gym, you don't even care about being single. That's not even on your mind. But when you pull up to the house at night and you getting that bed alone, that's when you be like, I really wish I could cuddle up with somebody, or I really wish I could tell somebody about my day.
What up? Yeah. We back. Harvey Sensei is back. Yeah, if y'all want me to stay on 2 hours tonight, I'm looking for a $15 live stream goal. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Also in the description. You could also do super chat, super sticker. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. What else? Hit the like button. The more you like, the more new people are coming to the live. RB gang, what up? Shout out to the RB gang. Let me know something in the live chat, Rare Breeds. Let me know you in here rocking with me. Let's talk real quick before I press play. Shout out to Melly. Married woman as of right now. Married a basketball player who publicly said, essentially, I'm going to cheat on my wife and it's her job to try to catch me. Yikes. All right, so let's talk about the live stream title. Are black women, specifically in America, fit to reproduce with? What up, X? Let's talk about it. Y'all know my answer is, for the most part, no. You would have to find like a diamond in the rough. Diamond in the rough. I want to see if I want to. Do I want to bring out the list, or do I want to make a list of all the reasons why 95% of black women in America aren't worth reproducing with? Where do I want to start? Let's start here. A lot of black people in America come from dysfunction, to put it simply. And this isn't really a race thing per se. I mean, it's a culture thing and everything like that. But dysfunctional women aren't worth reproducing with. I mean, dysfunctional white women aren't worth reproducing with. It's not that I'm just picking on black women, but I would say there's an argument to be made. The most dysfunctional women in America are black women. So they're the least fit to reproduce with. Um, we know most of them are loud, most of them are disrespectful. And one of the main reasons they're not worth reproducing with, they don't they don't want the responsibility of keeping a family intact. They don't want all the responsibilities and duties that come along with keeping a family intact. I don't know if there's any other demographic of woman in America that values freedom more than black women. Freedom to be degenerates, of course. Freedom to be deplorable, of course. I don't think there's any other demographic of woman that hates structure and discipline more than black women. I mean, let's look up some statistics. Let's see. I mean, you got to ask yourself this as a black man. What are the chances that me and this woman are going to spend at least 20 years together in a relationship to the point where we can raise this kid at least until adulthood, or raise these couple kids to adulthood? It's just highly unlikely. It's highly unlikely. So let me just start here. If you a black man and you're thinking about reproducing with a black woman in America, okay, first and foremost, obviously you would need to vet her, but you just need to at least make it down the aisle with the woman. But wait, I'm contradicting myself because I tell men not to get married. Let's just talk to the men who believe in marriage and nothing I say is gonna stop them. Okay, a black man who's like, I'm getting married, RB. I don't care what you say. I don't care what the stats say. Shout out to Don. I'm getting married, and it's gonna be to a black woman, and I'm reproducing with a black woman, RB. Fuck what you talking about. All right, let me talk to that guy. Let's pull up a list. Bear with me. I know I'm moving slow, talking slow. Everybody hit the like button. Fuck. What up, Lauren? Okay. So let me just answer the question real quick too. Are most black women fit to reproduce with in America? Absolutely fucking not. Maybe 5% are. So let's make a list of things to look for, green flags to look for in a black woman that would be worth reproducing with. Let's just start with this. Two-parent household. Shout out to Kid Cosmic. Comes from two-parent household. We're gonna look up the stats for that. We're gonna try to look up the stats from that. Everybody hit the like button. $15 keeps me on 2 hours. Wha Okay, come from a two-parent household. Um, let's just go here. Doesn't have ratchet friends. What up, Mr. Real Talk? Let's go here. Doesn't listen to ratchet music. Let's start there. Doesn't listen to ratchet music. Don't have ratchet friends. Don't have ratchet friends. All right, y'all help me out. Help me out. Help me think. Green flags in a black woman who would be worth reproducing with. Uh, let's just throw this out here. Refuses to have kids out of wedlock. All right. Uh, let's see. Yeah, let's go there. No tats or piercings. How many black women are we eliminating? I mean, it's gonna be 95% we eliminate. No piercings. I'm spelling that wrong. Or tattoos. Spelled that wrong. I'm smarter than I spell. I'm smarter than I spell. Let's see. Articulate. I'm gonna spell this wrong too. Articulate. Oh, I spelled it right. Speaks well. Um. Uh. Doesn't anger easily. Doesn't anger easily. Let's do this. Doesn't dress provocatively. Doesn't dress provocatively. Oh, spelled that right too. Look at me. Um, let's just call it, even though all of them say they're this, but a woman who's proven by her actions that she's this. I mean, yeah, we'll put respectful. Respectful. Um, what was I about to put? Uh, oh yeah, homebody type. Homebody type. They all say they homebodies, but no, her actions have proved it over time that she really is a homebody. Responsible. She's a responsible woman. She's punctual. It's like a sign of integrity. Punctual. Shows clear disdain for nigga culture. Shows let me just say this. Uh this is me being super lenient, but let's just say this. Under 3 body count. That's me being like super lenient. Yeah, isn't on social media chasing clout. Um, oh, this is a big one. The main women in her life can keep a man. The main women in her life have been coupled for years. Okay. Let's see if I could see if I can think of any other one before we get started. Uh Kinda just a square. I'm just gonna put that. She's like a stone cold square. Stone cold square. Cares nothing about being cool. So I mean, I think I've eliminated 95% of black women in America. Yeah, so there's the list. Oh, let me add that X. Clearly not about money. Clearly not about money. Would be willing to live modest lifestyle and cut coupons if it means having an intact family. So let me just put this: values family above even herself. And that one is a little gray area, but you know what I mean. Some women, like, their highest value is family. You could just tell. Let me say values family above career and social life. Career and social life. Now, what percentage of black women meet this list? Exactly. Okay. Yeah, add that. I mean, that's just, yeah, that's what everyone. But yeah, looking for stability, not happiness. Yeah. I mean, shit. What a lot of these, I mean, any race of women would struggle with. Not just black women, but especially black women. Really, I could change the title of this stream to "Are American Women Worth Having Kids With?" Anyway, let's get into it.
And ended my engagement, and today I'm moving out. There wasn't any betrayal. He didn't cheat or anything. Honestly, I just changed my mind. Sometimes clarity comes quietly. Choosing yourself doesn't always need a big explanation. But my village, the women in my life, are so amazing. They've shown up for me in more ways than one, helping me pass, sitting with me, praying for me, making a hard transition feel lighter just by being there. I'm so grateful for community, for having people who hold you up when
See, this is the difference between a man and a woman. As a man, if I have a homeboy who's engaged, him and his woman is living together, and he's getting like cold feet or like second guessing himself, I'm gonna say, look, bro, it's okay to be nervous. It's okay to be scared. You're starting a new life with somebody. You know, marriage is a big step, and it's okay, you know, but you're not about to leave this woman. You committed to this woman.
Yo, simp alert. Simp alert.
Beta!
No. I'm an alpha.
Beta!
No, because I tell you why.
Beta!
It's a sign of being a beta male. I didn't know that.
What, beta?
Look, yeah. So look, I'm not knocking, bro. Yeah. I'm not knocking, bro, because he don't know any better. He was raised in a blue pill world. He was taught this is the right way to do it, the right way to think about it, the right perspective to have. Just man up and marry her, bro. Look, I'll put it like this. Don't ever take advice from somebody who don't got 10 years experience in that thing you looking for advice in. So if a motherfucker ain't been married 10 years itself, don't go to him for advice on if you should or shouldn't get married or anything to do with marriage. Cause a motherfucker who never been in it, legit can't really tell you about it, other than the surface level mumbo jumbo that society tell us. Because let's be real. So if this guy was the friend of the guy that she called off the engagement for, let's say she didn't call off the engagement, and he was thinking about calling off the engagement, and this was his friend, he'd be like, "No, man, just go through it. Just go through with it." He would have been sending his friend to the slaughterhouse. Because this finicky, flaky ass bitch was gonna leave within the first 5 years, no question. Like, here's my thing: always maintain leverage over a woman. That's the only way to keep them acting right. Point blank, fucking period. That's the only way to keep them acting right for a lifetime. And see, that's why I remember the pimp dude who used to watch our channel sometime and try to roast. Y'all remember him? The dude who's halfway saying he was a pimp. I forgot his name, but he would try to like give advice on marriage and this and that. But I'm like, dude, ain't you a pimp or something? What the fuck a pimp gonna tell me about living in a house with a woman for 50 years straight and managing that and trying to maintain respect under a roof with a woman for 50 years? The only nigga that can tell me that is a nigga who did it. And I don't hear too many men talking about that. I don't hear too many 50 plus, 60 plus year old men, talking about this is how you maintain respect from your wife for 50 years straight. Look, I've done it. I've never heard a man say he's done it. Ever. So yeah. I don't know if it can be done, frankly. Like, what man can say, I've been married for 30 years, youngster. She treat me with the utmost respect. The same respect that she gave me when I first met her, she's still giving it to me now. And we've been living together for 30 and 40 years. I've never heard that. I don't think it exists. Seriously, I don't. So look, I figured out, I cracked the code. You know how you keep a bitch acting right for 50 years? Maintain all the power and leverage for 50 years. That's how you keep a bitch acting right for 50 years. And never be scared to kick the bitch to the curb. And let it be clear to her, like, I'm cool. If you leave or this don't work out, I'm totally fine. I'm gonna be all right. That's usually when a bitch don't leave, is when she know your life would actually be better if she left. That's when they usually don't leave. Who knows? Let's get back into it.
Not about to leave this woman. You committed to this woman. You told this woman that you want to marry her. You want to spend the rest of your life with her. And I'm going to get on him about making sure he do what he said he was going to do with that woman. As a woman, you want the relationship, then you want the ring, then you want the marriage, then you want the kids and shit. And at any point, you can say, I don't want to do this shit. And then people can like, yes, girl, whatever bad decision you make, we champion that. We have your back. Oh, yeah.
So look, Pete. The chick in the army fatigue hat, she's a cunt. I mean, we've been watching this show for years. I've been watching it for years. She's a cunt. Masculine women make me sick. She's a very masculine woman. She's married. Which, look, like I always say, any woman could get married. It's not a flex. All the pathetic women, I mean, having a decent marriage is a flex. I take it back. I'll take it back. If you could maintain a marriage for 10, 15, 20 years and just stay with a person for that long and live under a house with somebody for that long, it takes something respectable. Even if you're a scumbag, it takes something respectable to make a 10, 15, 20-year relationship. I don't want to say make it work because it might not be working, but the fact that you just stuck with it for that long, I'll give you some credit for that. So I don't know how long she's been married, but that's neither here nor there. She's a feminist for sure, and she's just a bossy woman. She's a kind of a rude woman. She's kind of disrespectful. She feels like she's men's authority figure, and this is a lot of black women. I would say most black women in America feel like they're men's authority figure. Men of all ages. Men who are old enough to be their father, black women feel like and treat black men like they're their authority figure. It's gross, but it ain't just black women. A lot of women just period in America treat men like they're our bosses. Oh. And it's not just like the boyfriend. It could be anybody. It could be male coworkers, the boyfriend, brother-in-law, father-in-law, whoever. That's one of my biggest pet peeves when a woman come around me talking to me like she could boss me around or like I'm gum on the bottom of her shoe. Horrible people. Anyway, I said all that because like she like hushed the men up. She hushed the men up. Now I don't know if she's the leader of the podcast or whatever, if she's the manager of the podcast or whatever. But just in RB world, it wouldn't be a woman's place to ever hush a man up. I just put it to you like that. Yeah, there would be stiff consequences for women coming out of their neck sideways with men. I'm not saying physical, but yeah, it'd definitely be some clear consequences that women wouldn't like. I mean, right? That's the point of consequences, right? They're not supposed to like it. Men are women's authority figure, not the other way around. And you know why? Because we can physically enforce that shit, and we're smarter and just better in almost every way. But we're biologically women's authority figure. Whatever else you want to put on it ain't real. Nature is real. If men came together and said, you know what, women ain't doing nothing but washing dishes and polishing poles, then what women gonna do about it? It'd probably be a couple gangster bitches who take up arms. I ain't gonna say it wouldn't be. It'd be some it'd be some thousands. I don't know what the percentage would be, but it'd be a couple bitches pick up some ARs. Like give me freedom or give me death or give me liberty or give me death. It'd be a couple gangster bitches. I ain't gonna say none. But for the most part, women wouldn't and couldn't do nothing about it. But try to get some men on their side to fight the war for them. So I'm gonna say that again. Men are biologically women's authority figure. Forget any other, argument you can make about it.
Decision you make, we champion that. We have your back. Oh yes, my village came through and they helped me pack and they prayed for me. And we just had a jolly old time that I just wasted 2, 3, 4 years of this man's life. Got engaged to this man. He thinking I'm about to be his wife. And I just woke up one day and I said, fuck it. And every bitch that I know agreed with me and said, yeah, I'm making the right decision. And that's a woman. No matter what bad decisions they make, they're going to have other people, mainly other women, saying, it's okay, you're making the right decision. Even if it's bad, even if it's horrible.
Amanda?
This man who was feeding to say something, he didn't even let me watch the girl's full video, would have given his friend terrible advice. Because I don't think that they understand how big of a commitment marriage is. And honestly, he wrote this off as cold feet, and that's not what I got from.
Well, what up, T Orlando? What up, Sheila? Rare Bella, original Rare Bella, Sheila, Lauren. Y'all the last two left. Yeah, y'all the last two left. Every once in a while, a couple of other women will pop up. Rada pops up sometime. Live Love pops up sometime. But y'all pretty much the last Rare Bellas left. Everybody shout out the last two Rare Bellas. The queen of the stream is Lauren, by the way. Queen of the stream. Oh boy. I just got smacked in the back of my head by a little girl with a fucking phone charger. I'm just kind of pissed about it. Anyway, let's get back into it. $15 keeps me on 2 hours. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat, as well as in the description. Also, super chat, super sticker, dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Yeah. Let's get back into it.
This off as cold feet, and that's not what I got from her whole village helping her pack up her stuff. She stopped herself from making a very big commitment to
in a hard decision.
In a hard decision to tell a man, nah, bro, you said you was gonna marry her, you got to do that shit. That is horrible advice.
I don't think that's what he was saying, though. I think
is 100%
what he
what he
spoke
said.
to was having accountability for the responsibility of the investment you made, right?
Of
I
her
think
choice.
two things can exist at the exact same time, and I think that no, her friends championing her, I don't think that was all the way right. I think someone should say, "Girl, that's kind of messed up what you did to him."
But I'm sure
the whole story.
Wait, let me.
Right, yeah.
No, I'm speaking about it the way that she presented it,
Mhm.
right? Oh, my village is amazing because what they did was support me, right? No, I'm sorry. If you love this person, there is a responsibility as a friend to go, but girl,
Can we tell you what support as a woman?
wait a minute. There is accountability that girl, what you did is kind of messed up. Like, you have the right to walk away, but it's still kind of messed up that you were there with this guy for 4 years, but in the same breath, once again, I will say no one owns anyone, right? And I'll go even further to say everything in life is a risk. And we have to understand that when we enter relationships, we can invest 10 years. It doesn't mean that there's a guarantee, right? It's a risk that we are taking, and we have to make the decision. Is the reward at the end, the possible goal, worth the risk, right? And
Okay, what's the goal? Okay, for marriage, for men, what the hell is the goal? Okay, Sheila is coming with the jokes. Well, not maybe she ain't joke. Well, okay, maybe it's a joke. But anyway, set off the fire on the fire alarm. Okay. Anyway. Okay, what's the goal? Like, when men get married, what's the end goal? Do men go into marriage thinking, "Oh, the goal is for me to be happy with my woman"? Because that ain't that. I'm not gonna say that can't happen or that never happens, but I don't know if that should be the mentality that men go in with. And damn sure ain't the mentality women should go into. Like, fuck your happiness, lady. But no, okay, so maybe y'all can help me out. In men's mind, what do you think the goal is to marriage? Just to build a legacy. Because let's be real, after she pushed out the kids, the legacy is already built. It's all downhill for you as the man, as far as your relationship with this woman. Y'all got married. She had your kids. Okay, her part is done. As far as what men get married for, to build a legacy. Okay, technically the legacy has been built. Let's be real. Let's be real. Most women don't help men build wealth for the family. I mean, there's women who go 50-50 with their man and they pay bills. They just basically getting by, save for retirement. point I'm trying to make is after she raised the kids up to about 7, it's pretty much all downhill for you as the man. I'm just trying to think of what the benefit for the man is after the kids come out of the vagina, or as the marriage. Because most women are just going to degrade every year, mentally, emotionally, oftentimes physically. So what's going to get? I don't know what the end goal is. For this woman to not be too much of a bitch as we go through the rest of this life. I mean, if anything, yeah, let's just continue.
Is the reward at the end, the possible goal, worth the risk, right? And no, it's not a guarantee we're going to win. There's a chance we may lose. And if we lose, I'm sorry, we have to suck it up and take it because we don't own anyone.
But you don't think that girl know that was fucked up? That after 4 years, 10 years, that her making this decision to leave was fucked up? You think she needed her friends
By the
to tell
video
her
she
that?
made and what she said,
not, no.
I didn't hear at no point that she said that she thought it was messed up.
We didn't even watch the video.
What she said was,
We didn't even hear the video.
Wait.
Now
What
you're
she
down.
said was, I have to choose me. Or everything she said was an I statement and me. Everything was centered towards her. There was no empathy for that man. I'm sorry. There wasn't.
I have to actually disagree.
I think that the point of the video was
Actually have to disagree. Yeah, you love disagreeing with men because you're a feminist. You're always gonna. Oh, actually, I have to disagree. You're gonna say that after everything a man says, just on principle alone, to disagree with a man. Nothing in that video we just saw at the beginning showed empathy for a man. But she said she disagreed, but then there was a jump cut. Well, what's the logic? Like, why do you disagree? Like, just oh my gosh.
And I'm sorry. There wasn't.
I have to actually disagree.
I think that the point of the video was her making a decision for herself and showing her village being there for the decision that she made. And that's just the perspective of the video. But you don't think
But
that
what you're making is an assumption because there's no proof of it in the video.
When it comes to support from like your community, right?
Let's be real, because it's pointless to have these. This is why it's pointless to sit and try to get somewhere in a conversation sitting with a group of women, because all they're going to do is defend women and say women can do no wrong, and we're never going to get anywhere. They're going to defend women no matter what. These are pointless conversations. I mean, we'll go over them so I can have some content, but I would never sit with 3 women and try to get to a goal in a conversation. Like, let's get to the bottom of this and let's come up with a solution, and we're gonna get to the bottom of this by the end of the conversation. I would never fucking do that. I'd be retarded to do that. That's why men don't even want to talk to women. This shit ain't gonna go nowhere. You're gonna defend bullshit. You're gonna defend your bullshit and defend women's bullshit until the death, no matter what. So that shit is just pointless.
When it comes to support from like your community, right? Your friends, she had about 6, 7 girls over there. You can't tell me that there was not one person that was like,
but what you're making is once again, what you're making is an assumption. There is no proof of that.
I'm thinking that no, listen,
y'all
y'all men know how y'all commune together, right? But we as women know how we commune.
That's still an assumption. There is no proof. If we took that video to court and we said, was there anyone? What proof is there that anyone told her the latter, that what she did to this man wasn't right, or who held her accountable? You know what they say? They would say there's no evidence of that in this video.
Just based off of that video, and
Exactly.
also,
And I'm not saying that you're not right.
So you had the audacity to film it.
That's the no. That is the weird part. Like, I don't understand that.
Okay, so cool. They can at least admit something that she did was kind of wrong or weird. Okay, cool. Thank you. At least one thing.
I want to make this clear. So you said all these women got together as a community.
You're celebrating what he's mourning,
right?
No, you're not celebrating that he's mourning.
That's a celebration.
One of them was like, "Oh, girl, don't videotape this." Nobody had the common sense to say that, but they were supporting her.
And you're celebrating what he's mourning.
No,
because that video is a celebration. I chose me, everyone. Look, my friends are here to support me.
Okay, can I say something?
That's a celebration of the death that he's mourning. That is very insensitive.
She's not mourning.
Say one thought.
She doesn't sound like she's mourning.
Sound mourning.
But don't. Okay, and that's an assumption.
No, it's not. I'm speaking to what she presented. There.
I also want to say we did not see the full video. That man ambushed the video. I saw 5 seconds.
Another
of that,
assumption. I'm speaking to what we saw.
We didn't see that girl's full video.
No, but you're saying he's mourning. You're literally making an assumption, but telling us to not make assumptions.
Can I say something? I also think that she's probably protecting him by not saying what really occurred.
What?
Because I agree.
She said he was a good man.
I'm
and there was
telling
nothing
you.
wrong.
I'm telling you.
That
I've
is
been in
another
this
assumption.
situation.
Oh my God. She said he's a good man. Now you're saying she protected him because he was hell on wheels.
Oh
my
What I'm
That's the
saying
real
is,
reason that his dick was
can I
small
just
and
say
she
my
didn't wanna
perspective
marry
now?
that.
Because we
Exactly.
all respect each other.
Okay, now of course the hoe over there would be like, "Oh, his dick was small, and she didn't want to marry that. She was with him for 4 years. You fucking dumbass. So wasn't his dick small for 4 years? She could have left him before they get like, shut the fuck up. Of course the hoe would say that. Maybe his dick was small. Oh my God, that's another reason why black women aren't worth reproducing with. They care more about the good deed and raising a good seed. Good D over raising a good seed. They'll leave their baby daddy to get some better dick. Fuck what's best for my child. I mean, like, I don't know, like, at this point, any nigga that fuck with black women like this, he just deserve what he get. I mean, you gotta be a little bit retarded to put up with this shit. But a lot of black men don't want peace. I had to learn that too. It's a lot of toxic black men out there. They like all this toxic shit, all this loud shit, choke her up at the end of the night, and then they have makeup sex. It's a lot of black men who into this. I'm not one of those black men. Shit. Yeah, T Orlando, this come with the territory, T Orlando. When you're a Rolling Stone, this is the type of shit you gotta deal with. I guess it's better than dealing with a bitch who's permanently in your house, like you're in a relationship with her and she live with you, or you're married. So look at that as a bright side.
His dick was
Can I
small,
just
and
say
she
my
didn't wanna
perspective
marry
now?
that.
Because we
Exactly.
all respect each other's
She's not gonna say
perspective.
that.
So coming from a woman who has been in a position where I loved my man, and I was in a difficult situation where he also made me feel like I was in a mentally abusive situation, I wouldn't tell everybody all of the difficult things that I was going through. I would always big him up and make him seem like, all right, you know, like everything's great. He's a great man. Everyone in my family thought that I was in a perfect relationship because.
What up, Preston? What up, Preston? Look at his face, everybody. He tired of these bitches shit, everybody. Oh my gosh. Yeah, mental abuse, financial abuse, some type of abuse. Just stay single, bitches. Just fucking stay single for God's sake. You're never gonna stay with any man. See, and let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Somebody put 710 in the chat. 710 in the chat. 710 in the chat. Let's go back to the beginning of that video. He did cut it off kind of short, but let's.
Ended my engagement, and today I'm moving out. There wasn't any betrayal. He didn't cheat or anything. Honestly, I just changed my mind. Sometimes clarity comes quietly. Choosing yourself doesn't always need a big explanation. But my village, the women in my life are so amazing. They've shown up.
First off, she's probably just fucking somebody else. There's another dick involved in this situation. She probably just fucking somebody else, y'all. It's that simple. Women rarely just leave a relationship to go be single. They're fucking somebody else. When women divorce their husband or leave their boyfriend, another dick is involved. It's called monkey branching. They don't leave their man to go be lonely. Period. Anyway, so this woman right here will never be happy. Like, I mean, we all know that black women are the engagement queens. But like a woman like this, I mean, women in general are never really satisfied. But some women will at least close the deal and try to stay with the deal and not be satisfied within the deal, within the marriage. You know what I mean? I think the divorce rate is like 50%, or I think it might be 40% now. I got to look it up. The point is, half of women do stay in marriages. Or let's just say 40% of women do stay in marriages. And those women aren't never satisfied either, but at least they took the deal and they riding it out. So I can still have some respect for the bitch. Even if she always complaining and ain't never satisfied, at least she's sticking it out. But bitches like this, who 30, 35 and never stuck nothing out by 30, 35, they're never gonna stick anything out for the rest of their lives. I mean, they may stick out career stuff, but I'm saying they're never gonna stick out a relationship. Okay, tonight we using 35. If a woman hasn't stuck with any of her relationships about 35, she will never stay in a relationship ever in her life. We could say 30, but tonight we're gonna go 35. You gotta think these girls start dating at 12 and 13. Yeah, I count that. Because plenty of people marry their high school sweetheart. So I count 13, 14. I count it. These women have had 10 and 15 boyfriends by the time they hit 30. What the fuck make you think she gonna stick with lucky number 17, 18, 26? She's not ever sticking with any man ever, no matter what. A billionaire, whoever, basketball player, a philanthropist, it doesn't matter. You gotta think, what's so special about lucky number 16 at 42 that's gonna make her stay with him for the next 40 years? What's so special about boyfriend number 16? What is he doing so different that's gonna make her stay till she pass away? Nothing. She done had good guys, bad guys, tall guys, short guys, good dick guys, bad dick guys. She done had everything on the spectrum by the time she 25. Most of these bitches, they get around. So what is gonna be so special about you at 30, 35? Where she gonna stay with you forever? That part of her done died probably in high school. She didn't got that part of her that would make her stay with a man for a lifetime, that's been fucked out of her before she graduated college. So I just want to be clear. This woman right here on the left, she's never gonna stay with a man. She was with a man for 4 years and broke off the engagement. This is gonna be the story of her life until she pass away. She's never gonna be in a lifelong lasting relationship, even if she gets into a relationship on her deathbed.
Like everything's great. He's a great man. Everyone in my family thought that I was in a perfect relationship because I protected him. So maybe what she's doing here is not putting all of their business out. Yeah, she recorded her family helping them pack and stuff like that. And maybe she did say, yeah, you know what? I had to choose my own self. Maybe my mental health was suffering, something like that.
Hold on, let me pull up something. Let me pull up something. Maybe her mental health will suffer. It's always gonna be fucking something. Let's pull up Media Man. That's fucked up. She gonna be on her deathbed. A dude she was talking to gonna be like, "You want to make it official?" You know, she like, "Yeah, let's make it official." You know, I want to die in a relationship. A couple hours go by, he holding her hand like, "I'm here with you to the bitter end, baby." And she gonna look at him right before she die like, "I don't think I could do this. It's over. I don't want to be with you anymore." Like she gonna end that relationship before she pass away. Okay, so let's talk to Sheila real quick. Now that she's in a relationship, this isn't as tender. Yeah, can you talk a little bit about how much it sucks to be a single woman? I mean, obviously, I know you were mourning the loss of your husband for, I mean, I don't know how long. I mean, you're probably gonna be mourning him for the rest of your life. I get that, but what I was gonna ask was like, can you talk to the reality of how much it sucks to be lonely and not have a man in your life or a partner in your life? Because you know most of these women on the internet, they ain't gonna be real about it. They gonna try to make it seem like they living their best life.
That singleness only hits you at night. When you ripping and running throughout the day, when you at work, when you know, whatever extracurricular activities, when you do hobbies, when you at the gym, you don't even care about being single. That's not even on your mind. But when you pull up to the house at night and you get in that bed alone, that's when you be like, I really wish I could cuddle up with somebody, or I really wish I could tell somebody about my day.
That's real shit, Sheila. That's real shit. Um, yeah. Let's look at this because this is the same woman the same woman from the video we was just going over. Well, y'all will see.
I ended my engagement and today I'm moving out. There wasn't any betrayal. He didn't cheat or anything. Honestly, I just changed my mind. Sometimes clarity comes quietly, and choosing yourself doesn't always need a big explanation. But my village, the women in my life, are so amazing. They've shown up for me in more ways than one, helping me pack, sitting with me, praying for me, making a hard transition feel lighter just by being there. I'm so grateful for community, for having people who hold you up when you're stepping into something new. So here I am, closing this chapter, putting pieces of my old life into storage, and stepping into a new season. I don't know exactly what the future holds, but I am excited. I feel at peace, and I'm
Okay, let's start here. At this point, I mean, I know it's a very common thing, you know, these days, but marrying an influencer who chronicles her personal life on TikTok, bro, you already set yourself up for the L. You already set yourself up for the L. But let's get back.
ready for what's next in the new year. I ended my engagement. I have been debating.
Right here. Here's another okay, if you married a bitch who would wear these eyebrows just because it's trendy on TikTok, these fucking eyebrows look ridiculous. If you married this, yeah, you deserve it. He deserved to get broken up with after 4 years.
Is this camera on me? Yes, it's on. That's stupid. Use your common sense.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
What kind of shit is that?
You're a fucking loser. You're literally a fucking loser.
I mean, look at these fucking stupid ass eyebrows. I remember when they was doing these. It didn't last long because I remember going over to TikToks on this channel or on one of my channels where they had these stupid ass eyebrows. It's some type of trend, some type of fashion trend. This looks stupid as fuck. Flat out. Like, oh my god. And this is what he married or he got engaged to this. This is stupid, man. But anyway, I want to point something else out. This is what he got engaged to. He was asking to get played.
Sharing this with the internet. I always said that I was never going to be the kind of influencer that only shares the good parts of my life. I've been able to build a platform because I'm authentic. It's really important.
Look at her hand. This is what I wanted to point out. This is what I want to point out. She got all these trashy ass tattoos on her hand. He married a bitch who's a social media influencer, got those stupid ass eyebrows, and has tattoos on her hand. He was begging for that result to get the engagement broken off. Tattoos on her hand, dog.
It's gonna be a no for me, dog. Keep it up, though.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
She's a waste of fucking space, dude. She might be good to come down her throat, something like that, and after that, she's fucking in the dating market. She's done.
Oh my goodness, man.
For me to own my narrative instead of letting people shares. Ready for what's next in the new year? I ended my engagement. I have been debating sharing this with the internet. I always said that I was never going to be the kind of influencer that only shares the good parts of my life. I've been able to build a platform because I'm authentic. It's really important for me to own my narrative instead of letting people assume and start rumors. Ending my
These people are fucking egotistical, narcissistic pieces of shit. All these influencer types. I don't want to see you putting your makeup on. Like, oh my gosh. I'm gonna share the good and the bad. What oh my gosh. We don't give a fuck. I mean, I guess somebody does give a fuck, unfortunately. But these people are so self-absorbed, they will never be a good mother and wife. Ever. What's the worst red flag? Hand tattoos or she chronicle her personal life on TikTok? I don't know which one is worse. I'd rather just date a bitch with the hand tattoos and just risk it than date a bitch who chronicle her life on TikTok. Give me the bull ring and the hand tattoos over a bitch who chronicle her life on TikTok. Oh my gosh.
Really important for me to own my narrative instead of letting people assume and start rumors. Ending my engagement was the hardest thing I think I've ever had to do in my entire life. It's really not the breakup itself that's hard, but it's also having to like break up with the idea of the future that you planned and grieving that too. And at this big age, 31 years old, it feels like your clock is ticking faster and faster. I think that if sharing my story helps just one person, then it's worth it. I was trying so hard to make it work. Eventually,
I hope this camera keep going.
Yeah, we're gonna.
This
let
is
the
not
camera keep rolling.
true. That doesn't even make sense.
Doesn't even make sense, folks. Oh, I can't. Yeah, I can't look at those eyebrows anymore. Goodness gracious. Shout out to the Rumbleites. I mean, let's go back to her. Look, she's in love with herself. She will never love anybody more than she loves herself. She's incapable of ever having a 10-year relationship. Because here's the thing, folks. Let me break this down real quick. I don't know how old she is. She's at least 28, if I had to guess. So okay, here's the thing. And this is pretty much for most women, but especially women who are like pretty, cute, or had social media clout or anything like that. If she was a big dog in the female world for whatever reason, usually it's going to be for the reason that she's a hot fuck doll. That's usually the reason women are a big dog in the female world. So here's the thing. It's all downhill from here. I think I want to use Nicki Minaj as an example. I'm trying to string this together. Nicki Minaj. How old is she? 40 now? Let's look something up real quick. I know I'm taking a long time with this point. Bear with me. When was Nicki Minaj career? I spelled that wrong. Oh well. At its peak. Okay, let's see. All right. Nicki Minaj's career peaked around 2010 to 2012, particularly with her debut album Pink Friday, which topped the US Billboard 200 and spawned the hit single Super Bass. This period marked her as one of the most influential female rappers, achieving significant commercial success and critical acclaim. Her subsequent albums, such as Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded, and Queen, continued to solidify her status in the industry, showcasing her versatility and impact on hip hop culture. So 2010 to 2012. Let's just say 2012. That was 14 years ago. All right. So let's just look something up here. How old is Nicki Minaj? 42, 41, 40-ish? She's 43 years old. So 14 years ago, she was 29. So let's look at it like this. Her sexual peak was already kind of past when her career peak happened. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. 25-year-old Nicki Minaj. It's nuts. High school. Anyway, let's just y'all know what Nicki Minaj look like. Anyway. So her sexual peak was 20. Her sexual peak was 23 years ago. Okay? Yeah, I mean, the crazy part is, yeah, I would just say 20. A woman's sexual peak is 20. It's all downhill as far as sexual marketplace value, as far as the physical aspect. It's all downhill after 20, 22 max. It's all downhill after that. Because I said this before, some people may disagree. A woman can be beautiful. Look, I've seen beautiful 50-year-olds. I've seen beautiful 60-year-olds. So I'm not gonna say a woman could be beautiful at any age, but y'all get the point. A woman could be beautiful at a lot of different ages. But youthful beauty is a very specific thing. Look, I'll put it like this. When people can't mistake you for a college student anymore as a woman, your youthful beauty has gone bye-bye. Whatever age that may be. There's some 25-year-olds that look 19. But when it's clear to everybody that you're definitely not a college student anymore, your youthful beauty is gone. Um, so let me get to my main point. Sexual peak 23 years ago. Her career peak 14 years ago. Now she had a kid. How old is her kid? I'm sure she had a buzzer beater baby. Miss Nicki Minaj's son. God bless her son. Nothing negative to say about her son, of course. But let's see. Her son's like 6. 2024, fourth birthday was in 2024, so going on 6. Her kid is going on 6. So she had a kid when she was 37. Okay. So her kid's about 6, so okay. She's 43. He doesn't have anything to be left to be happy about in life. And that's the point that I'm getting to. Men, we can find happiness in just playing basketball with our friends and, working on our toy car Lego set, whatever the fuck. Drinking a beer, watching a game. Men find happiness in very simple things. Women, they need that constant dopamine hit, that constant big life event to look forward to. You know what I mean? Trying to get a woman to be happy is a lot more complicated. Right?
You can't make a woman happy. It's impossible. I've never met a happy woman in my life.
Okay, so here's my point. Her kid is 6. The baby stage is gone. So look, I'm gonna run it down from the beginning because I'm not just talking about Nicki Minaj. I'm talking about women, period. But really, let's go back to her because that's what I'm getting back to. Okay. Getting the vibe that this woman doesn't have any kids, right? So, matter of fact, let me finish Nicki Minaj and then we'll go back to this woman. Nicki Minaj is going to be a miserable witch for the rest of her days. And this isn't anything personally against Nicki Minaj. This is a woman thing. There's nothing left for her to look forward to. Most women don't have genuine hobbies and shit. They're into like gossip and vanity and materialistic bullshit. But she's already rich. She's already flew in every jet. That's boring. So she's gonna be a miserable witch that probably treats most people like shit for the rest of her life. So as men, we have to have a deep understanding of this. Once a woman's looks fade and she already had her kids and they're not babies no more, it's just misery for the rest of her life. Because like I said, when they say they want babies, they want babies. They don't want 8-year-olds. So, because think, such a big part of their identity in the first half of their life is just being a hot piece of fuck meat. That's a huge part of their happiness, identity, hobbies. You see, every part of their being is tied to their looks and body and being a hot piece of fuck meat for most women. Like I said, hobbies, what their friends talk about, like just everything. It somewhat comes back to being a hot piece of fuck meat. Even the baby creation process, if she want a baby, it has something to do with her being a hot piece of fuck meat. Her career, Nicki Minaj's career, had a big part of her being a hot piece of fuck meat. So much of her life, 90% of her identity and everything that ever happened in her life, every thought she had ever had, was somewhat tied to being a hot piece of fuck meat. So when that goes bye-bye, what else do they fucking have? Some could say, "Oh, childbirth. She already had her child. She already had the baby phase." But look, all right, y'all get the point. Back to this woman. Did I lose everybody so far? No, y'all still listening to my dumb ass. Okay, cool. I lost everybody on Rumble. What we looking like on BitChute? Okay, got a solid 8 people. Oh, well, that viewed it, period. All right, back to her. Okay, look. She was with her man for 4 years, broke off the engagement. Okay, what's next, Toots? Let's think about the peak. Once they get over the peak, it's just all misery. So let me guess, she's still looking for the fairy tale in a man at some point. She's anywhere from 28 to 34. She's still looking for the fairy tale. Her sexual peak is long gone. But she can still hold on to it. So she isn't really mourning that yet, because she can still put on 10,000 pounds of makeup and still pass for a chick in her 20s. So she ain't really worried about that part yet. Because she can still pass for, young piece of hot fuck meat. Okay. But when that clearly starts to fade, what else will she have left? Her career? She got 129,000 followers. Okay, cool. Let's say she blow up to 1.2 million. At some point, her career is gonna have a peak, and people just aren't gonna fucking care anymore, right? So once that happens, do you think she will have any femininity? How can I put this? Point I'm trying to make is any man that she's with, once the peak is over, her career peak is over, her looks peak is over, she's gonna make the whatever guy she's with life a living hell. A living fucking hell is the point that I'm trying to make. This woman cannot be happy in a boring, lifelong, committed relationship. I always say it. Nothing her future boyfriend or husband is gonna be able to do is gonna match the dopamine hits from 3 million likes on TikTok. She's already proven she's disloyal. She was with him for 4 years and just broke it off because she felt like it. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. She's screwed, unfortunately. And I hope all men stay the F away from her. Uh, let's go over the Rumble. Let's go over the Rumble for a bit before I get off here. We're gonna go over a Kendra G. I'm gonna drop the Rumble link in the live chat. Uh, All right, I got you, Spirit. I got you. Let me drop the Rumble link. We're gonna see if there's anything on Kendra worth going over. You don't have to sign up to watch. All you gotta do is click the link and watch, folks. Just click the link and watch. I just dropped the link. Remember, how others treat you is their karma. How you treat others is your karma. Be nice to people because God's watching. And remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play an a-hole on the internet, and I have never done anything remotely wrong my entire life, ever. Keep your blood sugar and your blood pressure down to keep the Reaper from coming around. Make sure you get your yearly checkup so Satan don't catch up. RB Sensei out. Come follow me over on Rumble. I just dropped the link.
This woman is fucking nuts. This woman is nuts.
Hoe for show. Yeah, I remember that girl. She was a hoe. For show.